The last war of Eberron is over. The world is divided and torn. 5 people now come together to further their own ends. These are dark times. These are the evils of Eberron.
So we are going to start here in Eberron. Specifically, we're going to start out in the city of Sharn. Sharn is it's one of the capitals of Eberron. It is called the City of Towers. Very dense, built very high, to the point where several districts exist within this city, all governed by different people. We specifically are going to start out in Lower Tavek's Landing. It is at the base of Sharn and is actually the home to the railway entrance of the city. It is a nice early morning. Even far down here, the sun has begun to creep through the buildings here and give light to the city streets as people start the hustle and bustle of their day. And we have Kilroy. Can you describe your character?
So Kilroy is a towering warforged. Towers at about 6'5", and he's big and broad-shouldered. But you wouldn't know that he's a warforged because he keeps his body covered in very nice clothing from head to toe. He's wearing, sort of like a frilly white top and like a blue overcoat with a little cape, and some traveling pants and boots, and he wears a hood over his head. And to conceal his warforged face, he is wearing basically a black mask that covers his nose and his mouth, and basically all you can see is his eyes. But other than that, there would be no indication that he is a warforged.
What color do his eyes glow?
Yellow. We'll go with yellow.
All right. What did you settle on for housing?
He actually is trying to keep a low profile, so he just found kind of a dingy inn somewhere that he could that could store his cart and his 2 donkeys.
What are the donkeys' names?
Earl and Gray.
Okay. Earl Grey. Okay.
Yep.
Already.
Give me 1 second here.
David's like, let me get that donkey name down.
No.
He's gonna make us a John Wick plotline. He's gonna have some dudes kill the donkeys, and fucking Kilroy's gonna pop a fuse and start just murdering
you're
people.
Giving it away.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I wasn't supposed to tell people about that one.
It's like my girlfriend gave me those donkeys when I was a gnome still.
They were the only memories I had left of her. He just took them away from me.
The only thing left of my old life.
Oh my god.
So yeah, the cheapest inn that would allow me to house my donkeys.
So you are crashing at the Tooth and Nail. It is a tavern that is mostly used by shifters. You don't see a lot of other clientele in there, but if you wanted to keep a low profile, it's a good place to just drop some coin and get a room. So bright and early, you are exiting this tavern, and you are on a specific kind of quest this morning. You are going to meet up with somebody you've made unhappy. Late last night, you were in the middle of your gambling throes, and you made quite a large bet on a sure hand, and somehow you flopped. Without the coin to cover it, you now owe somebody a large amount of money.
All right.
You're going to go with McConaughey?
Yeah,
Great.
I think so.
All right. They are giving you what they are calling an opportunity to work off this debt. and you're off to a bright and early meeting with them to discuss it.
Sure. Before I leave, I do go out to the donkeys and give them some rations out of the cart. Earl is the fatter one of the two, so he takes a little more.
Aw.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll just head off.
Fantastic. You're gonna head straight there.
Yeah.
So yeah, how you feeling about it?
Honestly, if Kilroy lost a lot of money on a sure thing, he's kicking himself. Like, as he's walking, he's sort of like going through all of the different plays he could have made last night to not have gotten to the point of losing that much money.
Okay.
To where he would have bet so much on that hand. Man, if I had just stopped when I won that big hand first thing, beginning of the night, I could have just left. Could have done it. Could have had lots of money in my pocket, but no, Kilroy, you always gotta push. Yeah, so that's basically what he's doing as he's walking through the
Kind of kicking yourself in the butt there, muttering to yourself, feeling a little nervous. Awesome. So yeah, you were given a location, building towards the center of Lower Tavix there. And as you approach it, you see it's essentially what looks like just a small corner building, unmarked, goes a few stories up, just no defining features. And you notice the street crowd has become kind of less around here, and you see just one main door. You just go into it.
I think first I'm going to... Sorry, I'm looking at my class features real quick.
Oh, you're good.
So yeah, so I think as I walk in, because of the type of warlock I am, my patron gives me a benefit called Shadow Bond, which basically makes my shadow like a living extension of me that can like observe surroundings and stuff.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna like direct my shadow to kind of post up in around like the shadowy corner or something nearby to kind of watch the entrance as I go in, because it has to remain in dim light.
But it is a physical thing, right?
It's weird. It can be seen, but it can't be hit.
Okay. So are you trying to make it so that it can't be observed by other people?
No, it can be observed. It just...
No, so are you
It's
trying to
gonna
hide
just-
it, is what I'm asking.
Oh, no. It has to be in either a shadow or dim light in order to be able to use this effect.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
and then, yeah, I'll head in.
And you just head for the door? Awesome. You go to cross the street to approach this building, and no sooner do you get to the landing of the front door, you hear a loud crash. And you look up to see glass kind of falling all around you, and not a few seconds after, a cloaked figure jumps from the building above you and lands just beside you. Em, can you describe your character really quick?
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so M's probably really cloaked up because they're used to obviously being underground. So they kind of have like a cloak over their face and then like hiding in the shadows. Unless you meant like physical appearance.
Yeah, you can describe what he sees right now. That's fine, that makes sense. Was that it?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I don't really know what M looks like entirely yet.
How tall is M?
Oh, they're like average height, like 5'5", 5'6".
Okay. What kind of build does M have?
Slim.
Slim? And are they apparently human? Are they apparently elf? Are they kind of just vaguely humanoid?
They're human.
All right. So
Sorry.
you're okay. Em, you are currently on the run after a failed hit. You were specifically tasked with taking out an individual who resided in this building. It appears that you were fed false information, as instead of finding the male in bed like he was supposed to in his residence, you've instead walked into a trap set by one of the local gang lords. And no sooner did you figure out that you were in trouble, that a guard smashed into the room to try and grab you.
Okay.
So here you are on the street. You have landed beside this figure about to walk into the building. And no sooner are you able to take in your surroundings that you see that bodyguard up above coming to jump out the window after you.
Okay. And then Kilroy is like in front of me, right?
He's right beside you.
Okay. Does the guard know what I look like?
He's only seen you as you are right now.
Okay. All cloaked and everything.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna quickly take my hood off, my cloak off, and kind of like take it off, and I'll grab Kilroy's arm and be like, "Hi there, sir. How are you today?"
All right. I'm fine. I was just about to head into this here building. I owe a man quite a bit of money. How can I help you, my acrobatic fallen acquaintance?
Oh, you know me. I'm just looking for a fun fellow to hang out with. I'll look
Oh.
around, see if the guard notices me or anything.
Oh, it's a near empty street. He sees you.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
You need some help. And most people don't come flying out of windows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little girl like me. Maybe I need some help from a strong man.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, why don't we head into this inn first and see what you can do for me?
All right. I guess we're gonna head into this building here, back where she fell out of.
Okay.
All right, because
Okay.
I fell out of that building.
Yep.
Well,
No, that's cool. That's fine.
more people. There's more crowded. Maybe there's people in the building.
You walk into what is essentially the waiting room for like an office. It's empty.
Shit.
You hear a small thud, and then the door opens behind you as the what you can now see is a Githyanki male stands over you, and he goes, "Well, why don't you head on in then, since I've got you cornered now."
Okay. Well, seeing as this might not work out so well, between us, but do you mind, sir, if I use your shoulder for a second?
Oh, by all means, ma'am. I'm here to help.
Thank you. Okay, so does it count as hiding? Because I'm guessing Kilroy's kind of big. If I hid behind him a little
hide
bit.
behind him. In
Yep.
plain sight.
I mean,
Well, she's got the hood. She could turn invisible.
That is true.
Lily goes around him
But
and
he's
then just
already seen
disappears.
you.
that's true.
So if
But-
you want to hide behind Kilroy, that's a hard no.
Okay, no, that's fine. Hang on just a moment. Ready?
I am actually gonna just hold up my hand and sort of just wave it a little bit and just be like, I am sorry, my friend. I think there may be some misunderstanding here. You see, my friend here, she was just waiting for me here and fell out of the window, But I think we can. I think we let bygones be bygones. And I'm going to cast Enthrall.
Okay. You gonna give me a breakdown on that?
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading it real quick.
Oh, you're nice. See, I was just gonna
Oh, wait.
start shooting, but
So I
Or
started
no, I'm sorry,
blasting.
not Enthrall. I meant suggestion. Sorry, suggestion. It's still a wisdom saving throw, but basically I suggest a course of activity, and the creature must perform it if they fail to save. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner to make it sound reasonable. Like I can't ask them to like stab themselves or kill themselves or anything like that. If I try to harm them in any way, the spell ends.
And you were
So-
and you were suggesting what exactly?
My actual suggestion is why don't you just take the rest of the morning off? Why don't you go down to the edge of town, find yourself a nice sandwich shop, and just get yourself a sandwich.
you utter the words and you cast the magic, and you watch as he kind of fights it off for a second, and then you see the face of recognition of what just happened as he looks at you. He kind of gets a malicious smile, and he says, "The boss will see you now."
Alrighty then. Alrighty. You rolled higher than a 16 then. I see.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
Can I start shooting?
You want to fight your way out?
I mean, it didn't work, right? The suggestion.
No.
Yeah, now he's directing us upstairs, basically.
Motherfucker. I don't know.
I better burn that spell slot.
Do we want to see the boss, though?
Sounds like you just came from seeing the boss.
It's
And I
true.
think I was already going there. I was just trying to help you out.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to shoot the person or not.
Well, let me remind you what David said in session 0. If we murder Hobo, there will be consequences.
That's not murder hoboing. Technically, they're after me.
You're right.
All I'm saying is I'd love to see you try.
Oh, Oh God. Okay, maybe not. That sounds like the shooting is a bad choice. Sounds like it's a wrong choice. Fine. You can go see the boss.
Cool. So Kilroy heads down the hallway after being beckoned, and after a quick thought process there, considering your options, you seem to reside to also taking the directive and following Kilroy further into the building. You head downstairs instead of upstairs this time. There's a small door on the side there, already open and waiting, and you climb about down a narrow stairway, just walls on either side, and go down about 3 landings before you're greeted with another door. And it essentially opens up into a medium-sized office, pretty bare as far as what's inside. Small torches lining the walls, medium-sized heavy desk with a few adornments on it, some skulls. Across it is what appears to be laid several silver bracelets that are all opened up, and a small deck of cards kept under a glass case off to the side. Behind the desk is a tall hobgoblin male, pretty broad in his build, adorned in what looks like a fancy mage's robe, intertwined with medium armor, and several bits of plating just lining all of the appendages and over his chest there. And he seems to be admiring some art hung up behind the desk as he hears you guys enter. And as he turns to greet you, and he goes, "Ah, yes, more have arrived." And he beckons to the corner, which you guys now observe a half-elf male hanging out in a small chair there. Can you describe yourself?
All right, Silas is about 5'10", and he appears to be very, very old. He's thin and gaunt, just like a leather bag over bones, pretty much. He's got a large, bushy white mustache and a long, sharp goatee underneath, and a gold monocle. He's wearing super rich, fancy embroidered clothes, gold filigree and all, but they seem a lot more worn than they should be. And he is relaxing pleasantly with a copy of himself standing behind him at attention, ready to serve his beck and call.
Fantastic. Silas, you were also requested a meeting this morning after allegedly hustling several of his friends and other members of his gang in a shooting contest.
Do I know that M was already in the building earlier? Because we know each other outside of the
Oh yeah,
mission.
we're neighbors.
Yeah. So do I know that she was already there?
If she told you, that's up in the air, but
I don't think that.
I think we're neighbors, but we don't like each other as neighbors.
I'd say we're rivals, kind of friendly rivals.
What if we pretend we could be neighbors with friends and we think we're very that you're just the cranky old guy shooting shit every time, all the time? We could not know that we're underground people.
And I know
Sure.
Silas because I lost to him purposefully in a shooting match, or at least I said it was purposefully. So
All
as
right.
soon as I see Silas, I'll just be like, "All right, my very good marksman friend, how are you? How
Yeah.
are you?"
And we'll just raise her eyebrow and be like, "What are you doing here?"
I'm still ironing out the voice, but for now I'm gonna go with Kilroy, my boy, and Mrs. M.
Ooh, what M name do you go by as neighbor?
Yeah,
Oh shit, right. Mary.
Mrs. Mary. All right. And Mrs. Mary, to what pleasure do I owe this meeting here today?
Yeah, I wouldn't really call it a pleasure necessarily, but
Always a spirited one you are, Mary.
yes.
And you, Kilroy, it is good to see you again. It's nice to
As-
see a friendly face among this lot of rabble.
Yeah. Same to you, man. Same to you.
As you are spirited too, old man, waking me up at 3 a.m. with your gun shooting.
Whoa, how else will I keep the rascallions off my yard?
By setting traps.
Ah, you might be onto something there.
We've had this conversation before, but you know what? We're just gonna focus at what's happening now.
Acquaintances already. This should make this relatively easy then. Please, come on in, make yourselves comfortable. He starts pacing from behind the desk out into front of it. Kind of takes you all in for a second. His bodyguard closes the door behind you all, takes up post right beside it. And the hobgoblin man goes to lean on the desk behind him. So, anybody here know who I am?
Yeah, didn't I lose a lot of money to you last night? Funny thing. Funny story.
To some associates, yes, but their money is my money, and it was quite a bit of money.
Oh, by the way, I do want to apologize to your bodyguard there. I meant no offense by trying to suggest he go get a sandwich. I wasn't trying to comment on his weight or anything.
Well then, I guess down to business it is. For those of you unaware, my name is Visad.
Can you spell that real quick? Sorry.
Vessaad.
Thank you.
I thought you said the sod, and I was like, you mean like dirt?
Visad. Actually, for M and Kilroy, that name will ring a bell. Visad, you do recognize as one of the leading gang members here, prevailing here in Taverk's Landing specifically. One of the bigger known things about, or one of the bigger pieces of info that you'd recall is that there isn't much to recall about him. He only showed up within the last year or two, and he gained a lot of power really fast. And no one's really known where he's located until now.
Was he the guy I was trying to kill?
Yes, he is.
Got it. That's awkward.
Now then, it would seem all of you in this room owe me somewhat of a debt. We'll consider them fairly large, some larger than others, and he specifically locks eyes with you, M, when he says that. Nevertheless, I believe I can get quite good use out of you, out of more of a mutual agreement. What do you say?
So I'm just gonna notice the sod, was eyeing her, and she's gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I know that I was supposed to kill you, but I didn't take any of your money as far as I know.
And would you not consider an attempt on my life quite a large debt?
I consider it doing business, actually.
Consider this an extension of business, then. See, we can either move forward as unwilling but potentially pleasant partners, or I can have my friend here finish the job for you, and we'll consider the debt paid.
Fine. I guess I'll have to work with you, or work for you, I guess.
Wonderful. Now then, your first mission is going to be fairly simple. You're going to take a couple of these wonderful looking bracelets I have laid out, and you're going to put them on for me.
This ain't my first contract with a suspicious being or anything. Let me guess, those are some kind of like, if we take them off, they'll kill us bracelets?
That's an interesting question. Kilroy, isn't it?
Yeah. Kilroy's the name, and Killin' Roy's the game.
Well, Kilroy, I guess it depends on how tough you are.
I mean, okay, that sounds ominous.
Just consider it a bit of an insurance policy in case anyone tries to run or, commit to any further misdeeds. Breach of contract, as it were.
Sure, okay, yeah. All right, I'll play a game. That's fine. Sure, slap it on.
Yeah, he just gets up and he motions over the desk there where they're just laid out for you. So you go and take one?
Yeah.
Awesome. As you go to slap it on, what arm do you slap it on? Doesn't matter.
Left arm.
Left arm it is. Yeah, you go to slap it on, and it's like a weird, large cufflink bracelet, and it's got latches on it. So you literally just slap it over your wrist, and it latches into place. And you can feel it the second it latches and contacts your skin. Several runes light up along it, wrapping all the way around, and then it adjusts to fit just over the wrist of your arm there.
Oh, fancy.
Splendid. And Anyone else?
Silas is going to say, well, if this is merely a matter of debts, surely once I retain control of my house, I can see you paid in full. I don't see why this hubbub is necessary.
Ah, yes, but promises of future payments, well, they just don't make for good business.
What is the debt I owe him exactly?
Large sum of money. Or not large sum of money. He is essentially, you hustled a bunch of his associates out of a lot of money.
Okay.
And he's essentially threatening to either beat you, kill you, mob boss style, or you do some stuff for him.
At least you could have made the bracelet a bit less garish. As he grabs one and slaps it on.
Yeah, same thing. It lights up the same color and form fits over your wrist there. I will be sure to take the design notes to its manufacturer. Ladies last, I presume.
Always. And I'm just going to slip it on.
Okay.
Or put it on. I don't know.
Wonderful. You will notice that there are 2 bracelets left here. They are for the last 2 of our compatriots. Your first job for me is quite simple. You're going to go retrieve them and convince them to join. Good muscle is hard to find, but I believe I'm sending you to the best place to locate it. Surely you all have heard of the Dreadhold prison.
Yeah, not an inescapable hellhole, if I recall correctly.
For worst of the worst, or anyone you don't want to get out.
Yeah, I don't have any personal affiliation with. No. But yes, heard of it. Yes.
Have you now?
Why?
And I'm just going to stare at Kilroy as he's fumbling through his.
Kilroy gets nervous anytime it gets brought up.
I'm just gonna have a look of like, what the fuck did I just get myself into type of thing.
Yes, well, I have quite a bit of pull there. And it just so happens there are 2 individuals who have recently come into custody there that I think would be an excellent asset, wonderful skill sets. The negotiations are simple. They work for me, they can have freedom, or they can rot. Once you've retrieved them, feel free to bring them back here and we'll discuss further terms. Any questions?
I mean, you do drive a hard bargain. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. So you want us to just waltz right into a island prison and take these 2 guys and get them out, convince them to join you, and then come back?
I'm sorry, was I unclear?
No, I'm just making sure, because oh boy, that is something to get the blood pumping this morning. How do you suppose we get in exactly? I guess is my question.
With this, he reaches into his robe and he pulls out a sealed envelope with what you can see as a custom stamp on the back, and he hands it to you. You'll give this to the front guard. He'll take you to the prisoners, and if they say yes, you'll walk out with no problems.
Well, new friend and old friend, what do you say? I'm excited. Yep, excited is the word I'm going with.
I am so excited for this.
Yes. Indubitably.
All right. Well, when does our ship set sail?
Yeah, you guys are square. You can leave whenever.
Cool.
All right.
Hypothetically, we got the bracelets with us.
Yeah, Silas is gonna snap his fingers and say Jenkins, and his shadow clone is gonna step forward and grab the bracelets and carry them obediently.
Wait, his your Echo's name is Jenkins?
Yes.
And I'm Kilroy Jenkins.
Oh no, this is confusing.
I should
No,
make
it's
it
fine.
Jeeves then.
I
that's
like
great.
it.
I like
Jeeves.
Jeeves better.
Sure. Like Jeeves, and then he's gonna pick up the bracelets.
He has his clone do all the heavy lifting.
Oh, absolutely. What's
Wouldn't
the
you?
point of a
Like, wouldn't
shadow
you?
clone if it doesn't do everything for you?
I can just imagine when he's shooting, like he's the guy that's cleaning the gun, getting it prepped for you.
Yeah.
He's loading if it had reloading properties, he would like pass it back to his clone to have the clone
Exactly.
reload it while he stands there just
Yep.
like gazing at the battlefield, hands on his hips.
Yeah. Okay. So do we just go then?
Yeah, let's go.
Unless you guys have some parting words for your new boss.
Wait, can
I don't know. Can you?
okay. As M's like walking away, and they're like, "Oh, I'm guessing that maybe their backs are they staring at us? Are they still staring at us as we're leaving?"
Mm-hmm.
God damn it! Never mind. I want to secretly flip them off. But I don't want to do that for looking.
As we pass by the guard that I tried to charm, I'm just gonna hand him a piece of ration.
So you don't have to go find a sandwich.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had a
exactly.
sandwich the whole time here.
Yeah, all you had to do was ask, my friend. I would have gotten you one, no problem. So, David, since I know where Dreadhold is, is there a ship that we need to take, or are we going to travel overland? Or are we just going to star wipe and just be there?
Oh no.
Well, you know that the Dreadhold is in a completely different part of the continent, over by the Lazare Principalities. Essentially a giant pirate land off the coast. And it is somewhere just under 2,500 miles away.
Ooh,
God damn.
There isn't only one way, but you can either take the train, which would be over a day and a half worth of... No, that would be 2 days. 2 days worth of travel. Or you can take the airship, but both are fairly expensive.
yeah, we don't have any money.
No, you don't.
Wait, hold up.
Well,
How long's the airship?
We got 2 donkeys in a cart.
That would take us like a month to get there.
That's a long time to get to know each other.
What if we just snuck on? I mean, that's where I'm guessing we're going.
Kilroy can mind wipe somebody to get in.
Actually, as we leave, I'm gonna pop my head back in real quick and just be like, "Hey, could you cover a passage for us on the airship? Just give them your name, and maybe we can get there real quick. That way, hey, time is money. You know what I'm saying? And I would really like to get this business squared away."
You see a big smile come over his face as you're saying this to him, and he just utters, "No." His bodyguard, which is adjusted to being somewhere in the middle of his room, as soon as he says those words, he raises his hand, and you feel a force of energy as the door is just shut on your face.
Well, that was just rude. All right, fine. All right. Well, looks like I gotta go back to my college days. Stripping for gold.
Oh God.
Oh wait, can't do that in this body. Never mind. I'll turn around and just be like, well, friends, how do you feel about sneaking onto an airship?
That won't be an issue for me, but it might be an issue for you two.
Not something I've done more than a few times. Shouldn't be a problem.
Wait. You guys can fit in the bag of holding, right?
If you hold it open.
Yeah, there's no air in the bag. So, yeah, we could go in there.
So I'm just going to turn to both of them and be like, look, I have an idea, but you'd have to trust me on this one. Okay?
All right. We're just getting to know each other real quick, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's a lot to ask for, Mary, but it's been a trying day so far. Let's try to speed it up.
I mean, the least I can say, Silas, is that, we have been neighbors for quite a bit, so I think you could trust me a little bit. I have a way we can sneak onto the airship. I have a bag, and you guys just have to get into the bag and trust me. I can keep the bag open so you guys can breathe, because we technically can't breathe in there. But I can carry you onto the ship. Would that work for you guys?
It could work. It could work. Why don't we go observe what we're working with here as far as sneaking in first before we make any heavy plans?
Okay, yeah, we could totally do that with no money.
Oh, well, we can probably get near it. I'm sure they let people watch as the airship takes off. I mean, come on.
Yeah. We'll do it. Let's go.
Okay, David, we're gonna go to the airship.
Sounds groovy. You guys wander your way through town to the entrance there where the railway and most airships make dock for entering or exiting the city. It's set up like a small airport style with no closed building or cover. And you can see the line. There's 2 lines formed for loading up on different sides of the airship. And they are just starting loading now. You count, I'm going to say 6 guards. 2 at each entrance for the lines to get in, and then 2 on the actual entrance to the airship.
Okay, I have invisibility. I can cast it on 2 people.
That's not bad. I've got a good sneak score anyway, so...
Oh, you bitches. You didn't fucking say that. I mean, I'm good. Most likely. I have a cloak, and I can just roll for it, too.
So yeah, if you use invisibility on Silas and yourself, and then M can sneak in.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
You guys are just going to invis and sneak on?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems the simplest way.
Yeah.
Other than, we wouldn't have to fuck with sneaking into any cargo or anything.
We have to, friggin' beg for money.
Okay. Who's going invisible?
Kilroy and Silas.
Well, you might as well make all of us. Wait, you said up to 2, or is it up to 3? You and 2 other people.
No, just 2 people.
Okay, got it.
Because I only have a 3rd level spell slot, so I can only do 1 additional target. And yeah, so when I get greater invisibility, that'll be something different. But let me just burn that spell slot here. Okay, so Kilroy will just say, I think our new assassin friend here, I think she'll be all right sneaking in on her own. Silas, you and I are a bit conspicuous though, so let's just fix that. And I'm gonna snap my fingers, and then we turn invisible.
Thankfully, I don't have to stoop myself into sneaking like a rat. Thank you, Kilroy. And he's gonna just walk off invisibly.
Just want to shoot his ass. Because you just called me a rat, essentially, because I'm sneaking in.
Yeah, maybe.
Just want to fucking shoot his stupid butt.
Okay. I have 2 invis, and then can I get a stealth roll from, yep.
Can I just, you know what? That didn't go so well, actually. Did I do that right?
You can just turn yourself invisible.
Oh, that's his 13. That's why I can.
Oh,
So I can
13?
just- I'm a 13. I could always use my cloak too, but I'd rather not. I'm a little scared of this aberration that might come for my head.
You should be.
Yeah, exactly.
So you go to stealth. How do you stealth? How are you going to sneak on there?
Blending in with the cargo being moved in.
like shadowing like a luggage trolley.
Yeah, sneaking it. Yeah. Hiding behind, the luggage and everything that's going in. I mean, I don't know, though. I don't know if a 13 passes or not. I don't know if David's going to tell me either. David, does the 13 do well or no?
How are you sneaking on there? You're hiding behind a cart?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, because this is an airship that goes directly to the principalities and subsequently near the Dreadhold, there's a lot of gear and stuff that gets loaded to, goods and whatnot. So you manage to sneak up onto a cart that's being rolled onto the ship just before the guard entrance. You're not quite sure if it's just so early in the morning still that they're tired, they're not paying attention, or they're just resigned to doing their day-to-day job and they don't notice much anymore. But you hardly even try and you manage to sneak past them. No problems.
Yay!
Yay.
I did not die. I don't have to use invisibility for my creepy aberration to come attack me in my sleep. Yay!
Like some One Ring action going on.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, oh, I want to use it because it's cool, but it's a little scary.
I might have been watching Lord of the Rings. What is it? Awesome. So where are you going to hide on the ship?
Oh, sure. We didn't think about that one. In the cargo area?
Because I don't know about Silas, but Kilroy just followed right behind the cart, no problem.
Awesome. Yeah. So you guys literally just follow the cart down to the bottom of the ship where all the excess stuff is being held. And you watched Em sneak her way into the cart and just kind of like craftily changing sides or hiding in the middle of it as she needed to, adjusting for different sets of eyes around the ship. And you guys hang out for a few before everything is done loading and you can feel the ship getting ready for takeoff.
Yeah, how long are we going to be invisible for?
Until I break concentration or 1 hour.
Oh, wow. That's not too bad.
I thought it was like 1 minute, so I was like, this is a real fast walk.
Yeah.
Oh, is it 1 minute?
That's what I thought.
Oh, you
Fairly
better be
certain it's an
running
hour.
then.
Nope. Concentration up to an hour.
Perfect. That's a lot better.
Yeah, that's what I was counting on too, is like you're invisible for an hour. You should be fine. However, your invisibility is wearing off about now.
Sure.
And you feel the ship lifting and taking off for the day, even though you guys are, stowed amongst a bunch of gear and goods and whatnot. It's a fairly smooth ride. How do you guys pass the time? This is going to take you all day, by the way.
Sure. Kilroy's actually going to start just looking through some of the people's bags.
Oh my god.
You know, things get lost in transit all the time. You know what I'm saying?
all right.
So, you know, just poking around.
Give me some investigation.
Sure.
Give us some money.
19.
You go looking through some bags, some crates, just anything really, looking for goods in general, things to pocket. You find several sets of fairly fancy clothes, things that just look super comfortable and might, go for an extra piece of gold or two. You're Warforged, you don't eat, right?
Correct.
Cool. So it's not really any good to you, but you do find a bunch of foods that might be useful, a bunch of cured meats sealed away in one casket, and a thing of alcohol in another. You don't really find any gold or any super valuable trinkets, though.
Okay, that's fine. I don't take any of that then.
Okay. Anything else?
Silas is going to just spend the time playing dragon chess with himself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out.
Sweet. Yeah, your ride essentially goes undisturbed. No one comes down here to check on anything or get in anything. And you spend, the greater part of the day riding this out. And you assume that nighttime has come around as the ship begins to slow and you feel it descending. How are you going to sneak off?
So actually, yeah, David, could I have counted that as a short rest?
You can.
Cool. Well then, guess what?
Well, let's see how my sneaky sneak goes.
I mean, depending on how we want to play this, I could just cast invisibility on two of us. We leave. I come back while invisible, cast invisibility on me and the other person, and then we both go out. Then we're all three together. No harm, no foul.
Or I could just sneak through.
I mean, hey, if you, young lady, if you want to do that, go for it. I will not fight you on that.
Oh, let's see how this goes. 20. I'm good.
Is it an unnatural 20?
It is an unnatural 20, yes.
And Silas and I are invisible again, David.
Perfect. So you and Silas go invisible and you head out first. You can hear the hustle and bustle above of passengers beginning to leave, and you figure you might as well get out amongst them before guards start to filter in and take out gear, and there's less risk of bumping anybody important. So you guys head out, and M takes a second, watches the door, and you go to sneak your way up this small stairway here to the top of the ship. And it is by sheer chance that a guard just happens to round the corner and he sees you coming up from below deck. Oi, what are you doing?
God damn it. Okay, sorry. No, that wasn't in character, by the way. Okay, I'm just gonna just like a surprise, be like, wait, this wasn't the bathroom?
Classic.
I've seen enough action movies to know this is totally gonna work.
Roll deception.
Okay. Oh, I have some hope, maybe. A 19?
You're not quite sure if he believes you or just doesn't want to be bothered. But he kind of gives you a quick overlook and he goes, "Get off my ship."
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought this was the bathroom. I really had to go before I got off the ship.
Just get on with it.
Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna quickly speed walk away, but not too suspiciously. Like pee-pee way, like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom way.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Exactly.
Awesome. So you guys have barely exited the ship before you start to take in the surroundings. It is indeed nighttime, but the city is lit up, just torches everywhere. It's got quite the nightlife. People, partying, yelling. You can see almost every building lit up with some kind of activity, at least right off the docks here. And just behind all that, you make out your target. The Dreadhold prison is a giant dome out in the sea, and the only thing that connects it to land is a special one-way small bridge that goes all the way out to it.
So, Kilroy, how do you usually, end up over there down this long road on an island?
I mean, look, usually if you're going in, from what I hear, not that I would have any personal experience, of course, but from what I hear is you piss off the wrong people and they throw you in prison. What were we talking about?
Getting in, which, you've of course never been in though, right?
No, never. Why would you ask something like that? That's just all right.
But perchance you, let's say theoretically, had been in there. Could you, let's say, get us in there?
I mean, look, I mean, probably not, but that guy did say that we could just walk up to the gate and give him this little,
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, I thought you was at, like, the base,
here.
like, the entrance. Like, we have to still get down the road type of thing. But you may, yeah.
Yeah, I totally
Really
forgot
thought you
about that.
guys had forgotten. I was going to let you do it.
No, I thought
wasn't
we
gonna
were
remind you.
like still had to go down like the road, and then we have to get to the actual entrance to the place.
I mean, you got to walk through a bit of town, but it's literally just a few blocks.
Okay, cool. We'll just go there then, right?
Yeah, go there. That's right. Yeah, you're onto it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's
Oh boy.
let's go then.
Yeah.
I'm just getting really weird look at Kiroi because, like, they understand. They're like, we know that you've been there, given like what he's been doing. But like, okay.
Wait, do you know?
Oh, I'm just guessing by the way you're reacting.
oh, 'cause-
We're
yeah,
suspicious based on your
We're a
behavior.
little suspicious because you're not being
good.
very sneaky about it.
No, never. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, so yeah, you guys kind of wander your way through town. Can't help but take in a bit of the sights as it just seems like everywhere is a bar or just some kind of hangout space where people are drinking, they're partying. You hear the crashing of glass and like bodies flying across rooms. It's kind of a crazy sight to take in. You guys are going to cross the street and you see a whole crowd of people who are just kind of dancing, singing. There's music coming from it, but you can't quite make out like who even is making that music. And they kind of go and start parading around you. You get lost in the shuffle a little bit there as they're kind of pushing your bodies around. And then they kind of just mosey on their way past you. As you guys continue your way, you get yourselves down to the docks there and you're greeted by the one-way bridge that goes out into the water there. And you notice that some clouds are rolling in and it is beginning to rain. You guys make your way over?
Well, yeah. Do we let him stay another night in prison, or do we just go now? That's the question.
Well, I would prefer if we just got this done with, honestly. It's been a long day already.
The sooner I can get this bracelet off, the better.
All right, let's go.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a sturdy bridge. You can hear some waves beginning to like crash underneath you as the rain begins to pick up and the wind, but overall it's, pretty safe, comfortable walk. And you're greeted by a large iron door that seems to swing open from the middle, and what appears to be a small knocker close to dead center and a closed looking hole.
Yeah, Kilroy will grab the knocker and just do
It's a few seconds before you hear, in a very, very muffled shout through these thick walls, "That's not funny!" And the doors are slowly pushed open, just wide enough for several guards to walk out. And you can see a large half-orc male, all plated up, fancy cape kind of wrapped around his back. He walks up to you and he goes, "Yeah, right, what can I help you with?"
Silas will step forward and say, "Greetings, Captain. We're here on behalf of a powerful benefactor, and we've come to relieve you of 2 of your more dangerous inmates." And he's going to hand over the letter from wherever we stashed it.
I think Kilroy has it.
I'll hand it to Silas, who hands it to the guard. That's fine.
Yeah. Jeeves takes it and hands it to the guard. Silas doesn't touch it.
It's beneath you.
Yep.
Okay. He opens it up in the rain. He's taken several looks at it. He's trying to decide if he believes you and what to do. And he finally looks up at you, Silas, and he goes, "You're going to wait here." And as he walks back inside and the doors close behind you guys,
Silas is going to shout after him, "In the rain! You bore!"
Thanks for listening to this episode of Are We Dead Yet? Intro and outro music by David Cole of the Four Orbs podcast. Our intro was a custom commission by Dave Cole, and the outro is The Cliff by Dave Cole. Find more of his work on YouTube by searching for D. Cole Music. That's DCOLEMUSIC on YouTube. Background music tracks include Daytime Medieval City and Medieval City Merchant's Gate by Plate Mail Games, used under license purchased through Drive-Thru RPG. Hide and Seek by Dark Fantasy Studios, used under license purchased through Humble Bundle. Casual Themes 3, 4, and 5 by Andrew Sitkov, used under license purchased through Humble Bundle. Age of Sail by TabletopAudio.com, used under an attribution non-commercial license from Creative Commons. Deadly Roulette by Kevin McLeod, used under a standard license from filmmusic.io. Link in the description. Sound effects include sound effects provided by GDN under license purchased through Humble Bundle. Additional sound effects used from freesound.org under a public domain dedication. We'll be back on October 15th with another episode of the show. Bye!